Hello and welcome to MRTV Business, the new channel dedicated to VR and AR for business applications. Today I have some really interesting new information about the StarVR One. I just came out of a 1-hour conversation with the StarVR headquarter in Taipei, Taiwan. And I learned about the official pricing of the StarVR One. Also, I learned about compatibility with SteamVR content, with existing SteamVR content. And I learned about availability of the device. All of this information coming up. Welcome back again to MRTV Business. My name is Sebastian and this channel is all about spatial computing and how it can benefit your business, how it can optimize your workflow. So if this is interesting for you and your company, then subscribe to this channel and click on the bell button so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Before we get to what I learned from the StarVR headquarter, let me bring all of you up to speed who have never heard about the StarVR One. The StarVR One was developed with enterprise customers in mind, so therefore it does not compete with the likes of the Valve Index or the Valve Cosmos, but more with headsets like the Vario or the excl. What makes the headset special is its extreme wide field of view. The company claims 210 degrees horizontal FOV and 130 degrees vertical FOV, and on the website the company claims it has achieved human vision field of view. Now, having tried the device, I can confirm those claims, and it's really spectacular to be in the device and to simply see screen all around you without the black borders. Also, what is noteworthy, in my demo time with the device, I did not see any kind of distortions, a problem that normally all those headset makers have to deal with who are offering a wide field of view. The headset also features a custom-made OLED display that features an RGB stripe matrix, which is seldom seen for OLED displays. Normally you have a pentile matrix, and therefore you have very little screen door effect and very nice colors and very deep blacks, something that you do not see with the current LC displays of the current VR headsets. As far as the resolution is concerned, we have around 1800 times 1400 pixels per eye, which is a good resolution. However, in the meantime, there are headsets with a higher resolution. But since it's an RGB stripe matrix, which means there are 3 subpixels per pixel, you still have around 16 million subpixels here, which is a good value and a good fill factor. The headset also comes with Tobii eye tracking out of the box, which allows for dynamic FOVEATED rendering, and the device is fully compatible with SteamVR tracking. The device was actually meant to launch in 2019 already, but because of internal problems of one of the partner companies, Starbreeze, this had to be postponed indefinitely. Just recently we learned of the restart of the StarVR One, but we did not learn about pricing, exactly the availability and compatibility. But now I have learned about all this information, and you're going to learn about these now as well. So let's talk about the official pricing first. In the US, that is $3,200 US, excluding tax. That already includes shipping. And in the European Union, that is 2,800 euros, also excluding the local taxes and includes shipping. So these prices actually did not change from the prices that were announced when the company first wanted to launch the StarVR One. However, what I learned from my talk with the StarVR headquarter is that actually, since this is a B2B product, there's still some room for negotiation. So probably if your company is going to buy 100 of these devices, probably there's still some wiggle room and there's still some room for negotiations, as it's normal for a B2B business. The next big topic that I talked about with StarVR dealt with compatibility. How compatible is the StarVR One with content that was actually developed for SteamVR headsets, like for example the Vive or the Vive Pro or any other SteamVR headset. And in this respect, I also got some good news to share. The company now has updated and upgraded the software, which makes the StarVR One OpenVR compatible. So if your application was built upon OpenVR, it means it will be able to be played back on the StarVR One. The StarVR One drivers would make it possible to even render the OpenVR software on the full field of view, even though OpenVR actually only supports 2 viewports, while StarVR One is actually meant to be driven by 4 viewports. But does this mean that automatically all of the SteamVR software is automatically fully compatible with the StarVR One? Sometimes little tweaks have to be done. That's what I learned from the StarVR One team in Taiwan. So it does not mean that, for example, now all of the SteamVR games would automatically run. That is not the case, and that's very important here to mention. Still, some tweaks might be needed by the developers if you want to make it fully compatible with the StarVR One. But if you have already programmed your software for OpenVR, then those tweaks might be really simple for you to do to make your software fully compatible for the full FOV of the StarVR One. OpenVR compatibility is also great news for all of the accessories that are built upon the OpenVR standard, like, for example, gloves or any other VR accessories that will now work together with the StarVR One out of the box. So with all these news, let's talk about the availability. What about if your company wants to buy the StarVR One? As you know, on the StarVR website, there's this form that you can fill out. And in that form, you have to tell StarVR what kind of application you actually want to run on the StarVR One. Now, in my talk with the StarVR headquarter, I learned that they were actually flooded with people who want to buy the StarVR One. And lots of gamers and normal people like you and me want to buy the device in order to play SteamVR games. And to all of these people, StarVR One has a message. Unfortunately, at the moment, this is really not meant for the consumer, not even for that private person who only wants to play that DCS or any other simulation. This is not meant for you, and you will not be served by StarVR One. So please do not send any more messages to them. They will not be able to send you the device. Now, for all the companies who want to get their hands on the device, you can still apply for getting the StarVR One. And I asked StarVR, what actually are your criteria for replying to customers, or for giving them the green light, as in yes, you can purchase the StarVR One. And the answer was actually that it's important for StarVR that they understand what exactly you're using the device for and what kind of technology you're using, what kind of software stack you're using, what kind of accessories that you're using, so that they know actually, can the StarVR One as it's right now, can they support this? And if they actually can support the use case that you have, then the chances of them giving you the green light and allowing you to purchase the device is pretty high. So if you fill out that form, be as specific as possible. So you're going to save lots of time for them and your own time, because lots of back and forth, you will be able to cut that by directly specifying exactly what kind of software technology are you using, what kind of accessories are you using, and what exactly do you want to use the StarVR One for. And I do know that the hardcore gaming community is also watching this video, and again, I want to make 100% clear, the StarVR One is not going to be compatible with all SteamVR games out of the box, even though it is OpenVR compatible, but that does not mean that all SteamVR games can be directly played. Alright, and that's everything that I learned from my talk with the StarVR headquarter in Taipei, Taiwan. I really hope that you found this informative. If yes, give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you in the future always want to be informed about the latest and greatest in spatial computing for enterprise applications, then absolutely subscribe to MRTV Business. I'm looking forward to see you in the next episode. Until then, bye-bye.